Welcome to part 2 in our series on competitive analysis. If you missed part 1, be sure to check it out. Once you've gathered all of the competitive data you've been able to come across, it's time to analyze. You should analyze to determine product information, market share, marketing strategies, and to identify your competitors' strengths and weaknesses. Now let's start with the product evaluation. You should know from your sales staff and customer feedback what features and benefits of your products are most important to your potential customers and current customers. A product or feature's competitive position is largely determined on how well it's differentiated from its competitors and its price. Let's get started with that product evaluation. Start by making a list of product features and benefits in order of importance, and prepare a table to show whether or not each of your competitors fulfill them. Indicate with a check mark which of your competitors has which features and benefits. Features are fairly straightforward. Either a product has it or it doesn't. Benefits, on the other hand, are not as simple and should only be recorded based on customer feedback. Now use this table to evaluate your competition's product or service. How does your product compare to your closest competitors? What features and benefits are unique to your product, to theirs? The more unique features and benefits your product has, the stronger your market position will be. Next, evaluate your product's or service's price. If your price for a similar product or service is higher than the competition, you're going to have a worse market position. And if it's lower than the competition, you're going to have a better product position. As a side note, be sure to pay attention to trends in pricing rather than momentary rises and falls. Customer preferences for products or services are just one part of the picture. Some other things that you need to consider are financial resources. Are they able to withstand financial setbacks? How are they funding new product development and improvement? Operational efficiencies. Are they able to save time and cost with clever production and delivery techniques? Product line breadth. How easily can they increase revenues by selling related products? Strategic partnerships. What kinds of relationships do they have with other companies in terms of product development, promotion, or add-on sales? And company morale and personnel. What is the motivation, commitment, and productivity level of their employees? Next up is market share. The most widely used indicator of performance is market share. So while a competitor may not offer the very best product or service, if they have a large percentage of the market, then they may define the standards for a particular product or service, influence the popular perception of the product or service, and devote resources to maintaining their market share. To determine your company's market share on a percentage basis, the following formula should be used. Current market share equals company sales divided by industry sales. You should then compute each of your competitors' market shares using this formula. Now, for each competitor in your analysis, you should try to determine what their market objectives are and the strategies they are using to achieve them. Are your competitors trying to maintain or increase market share? Maximize short-term or long-term profits? Introduce technologically improved products into your market? Establish themselves as market leaders? Protect their market share under attack by strong competition? Or develop new markets for existing products? Once you've identified what objectives your competitors are trying to achieve, you need to see what strategies they have employed so that you can eventually counteract. Some strategies they may be using are reducing their prices, advertising in new publications or advertising more frequently, buying out a competitor to increase market share and customer base, or improving a product with a new innovation. Now, in order to develop an effective competitive strategy, you need a realistic assessment of your competitors' strengths and weaknesses as viewed by the market. You need to ask yourself, what do each of your competitors do that is better than your own company? Then you need to see in what places are they weak or worse than your company. Then summarize all of this information in a simple chart. By now, it should be fairly clear to you whether you are a market leader, one of several followers, or new to the marketplace. Once you've identified and analyzed the competition and understand your position, you're ready to do the following. Identify and discuss key areas of competitive advantage and disadvantage. Review the competitive environment for your product or service. Comment on both similar and substitute products or services. Summarize the major problems and opportunities facing your firm which may require action. Issues which should be considered include types of market penetration, distribution coverage, product line needs, price revisions, and/or cost reductions. And integrate your analysis of the competition with demographic analysis of your market to develop and implement a marketing strategy that will strengthen your market position. Now that you understand your position, how can you limit and control the competition? To start, marketers of different brands of products will often pursue a particular market segment. Segmentation allows you to focus attempts to limit and control the competition on a smaller target. There are a broad range of strategies a business can employ in a competitive environment, from price changing, to new packaging, to improving customer service, to new product development. Now remember, in order to crush the competition, you must first know the competition. This has been Tammy from Campaign Creators. Thanks for nerding out with me.